It is.
I love Islam.
You know, Sheikh Yusuf, I wanted to share this beautiful news with you. Before we had another host. It was Musa Maguire.
Oh, yeah.
Have you met him?
Of course.
Okay, he spoke to me recently. And by the way, Musa Maguire was enjoying his stay and his work with us and doing da'wah and studying meanwhile. And he had to leave. The reason why he decided to leave this beautiful field of giving da'wah, because he wanted to focus on giving da'wah to his parents, particularly to his mother. He spoke to me recently and he said things are doing better, alhamdulillah, shukla, and he would like to convey his salam to all the viewers. So this is exactly what you're saying. And this is exactly what the Prophet ﷺ said, because he was just applying what Allah said in the Quran.
Can I tell you another thing that happened?
Absolutely.
Okay, I have a dear friend who's in Toronto, Canada. His name is Ibrahim Downey. He's been doing the da'wah in the prisons there for years. I go to visit him. We go to visit his mother. His mother's a Christian, a lovely lady. And he told me, he said, try to give her da'wah, try to give her da'wah. He said, I want you to talk to her. I said, okay. And I talked to her. When we left, he said, but you didn't give her the da'wah. I said, yeah, I did. Because it's not what you say, it's how you act. The next time we met was on Hajj. And we just come from Arafat. So where were we? Muzdalifah. And you know how crowded it is. Anybody been there, and you know what's Muzdalifah? Huh? It's crowded. And would you believe, after we prayed Maghrib, Maghrib Isha together, as soon as we did, I saw him. And I went to him, I said, Ibrahim. He said, Yusuf. He said, oh my God, you know I was on Arafat, I made dua that I would see you. Wallah. I said, well, I did too, I made dua I would see you. And we were hugging each other, we were crying. And you know what he said? He said, Wallah, if Allah accepts my other dua, I'll be the happiest man in the world. I said, what was your other dua? He said that my mother would accept Islam. And when he stepped off the airplane, his mother greeted him there, wearing hijab. She had accepted Islam while he was gone.
Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest.
Wallahi.
Allahu Akbar.
And that's and he and she together made a video there in Toronto, and it's on the internet. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So sister, believe it. It is your actions and it is your, your way, more so than these arguments. Don't pretend to be Ahmadiyya Jr., okay? Don't do that. I made that mistake. Okay, don't make that mistake.
We're running out of time before our break, but just on that point, Sheikh, about dua. I mean, many people leave the dua. Sometimes it's, like you said, it's the actions that we say in front of our parents. But what about the dua? Doesn't that hold a special place too?
We often mention the story of Abu Hurairah. Abu Hurairah was the most soft-hearted companion, to the point that the Prophet ﷺ called him the father of the little kitten.
Subhanallah.
His name was Abdurrahman ibn Sakhr. Abu Hurairah is his nickname. His kunya. Abu Hurairah had a mother who hated Islam the most, and she would slander Prophet Muhammad every time she would see Abu Hurairah, so that she would inform him that I hate him, I hate him, I hate him. So one day Abu Hurairah came to the Prophet ﷺ and he was crying and said, Ya Rasulullah, ask Allah to guide my mother. I cannot take it anymore. I cannot stand hearing her talking bad about you. And Nabi ﷺ raised his hands and says, Allahumma hadi umma Abi Hurairah. Oh Allah, guide Abu Hurairah's mother. This is the woman who just a few hours ago she was insulting Islam and Muslims. The last thing ever Abu Hurairah would ever imagine that his mother would accept Islam that soon. Soon as he returned home and he was walking in, his mother says, stop it right there, wait. She was taking a shower. She said, I'm taking a shower. And when she finished and she dressed up, she came forward and she said, Ya Abu Hurairah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. I was taking a bath of Islam. I was taking a bath of accepting Islam. Dua is the most powerful means of achieving any goal. You name it.
Dawah and dua are from the same
origin. Yep.
And so you make dawah in the day, but make dua in the night. And that waters the seeds that you plant. Just let your tears run down and say, Allah, help them and guide them, because Allah guides, not us. That's the problem we have. We think we're doing something. We're not doing it. Allah is doing it.
Sheikh Yusuf, I love this phrase so much. Let me reiterate it. You make da'wah during the day
and make dua in the night.
Allah, may Allah bless you.
I got that from one of our brothers from Pakistan. I love that guy.
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
Jazakallah khair. Okay, we have Sister Salama from the United Arab Emirates on Ask Huda. Sister, your question please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm really so happy to see Sheikh Muhammad and Sheikh Yusuf
Jazakallah.
mean Sheikh Yusuf and Sheikh
for
Muhammad.
Allah. All of you, all the Huda TV,
May
mashallah.
Allah accept it from us.
I love all of you for Allah.
Alhamdulillah.
I benefit so much from you, so much. And everywhere I go, I say, watch Huda TV.
Jazakallah. May Allah accept it from us.
I just want to tell you, please take your Huda TV to India, Pakistan, Kashmir, in their language, because people are going on ignorance too much.
Very good.
Please, I
Good.
beg you all, take in their language, because they don't understand English, take in their language.
Make dua, sister, and Allah will make it happen.
I'm praying day and night. I'm praying day and night. I want you all to pray for them.
Ameen. Inshallah, may Allah accept it.
Because they cannot follow Islam in a nice way, because all of the mixture of the kafir around them. Please pray for them and take in Urdu and Kashmir language, please.
Okay.
Okay, I want you all to pray for my mother also, to take her for Hajj.
Okay.
Okay, sister.
Allah make it
Please
easy
pray
for her
for
to perform Hajj.
Ameen.
And pray for my mother and my sister
For the
to do
Muslims,
hijrah in a Muslim country.
Ameen.
Please pray for them.
Okay.
And I'm very happy with you all. Allah bless you all, inshallah.
Jazakallah, sister.
Allah give you
Thank you so
Jannat
much.
al-Firdaus,
Allah yahfadhak.
inshallah.
Jazakallah khair.
Assalamu alaikum wa
Alaikum
rahmatullah.
assalam.
Jazakallah.
Wa alaikum
Assalamu
assalam
alaikum
wa
wa
rahmatullahi
rahmatullahi
wa
wa
barakatuh.
barakatuh.
Okay, we're running out of time. We've got to take a break. Inshallah, stick with us. We'll see you, inshallah, in a couple of minutes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Ask Huda. Let me remind you of our telephone numbers quickly. It should come up on the bottom of your screen. Country code is 202, then it's 38555, 248 or 249. Okay, straight away we've got a call. We've got Brother Muhammad Abdurrahman calling from Egypt. Brother, you're live on Ask Huda. Your question, please. I think we've lost that call there. Okay, brother, if you could call back, we'll put you straight through. Sheikh, I've got a question from Brother Abdullah. Okay, and he's calling from the
You
internet.
said Abdurrahman, Muhammad Abdurrahman?
Yes, Muhammad.
That's the name, well, that's a common name. That's the name of the guy who gave me Shahada.
I think maybe it's the same guy.
Nah, there's too many people named that here in this place.
We'll
Go
see.
ahead.
He's inshallah going to call back and we'll check that with you.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'll be something
That
amazing.
would be
inshallah.
great.
Okay, Brother Abdullah asked a question about hostility towards the honor of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Sallallahu
Now
alaihi
we see this
wasallam.
hostility. It's going in many countries. Got these cartoons. A'udhu billahi min dhalik. From these, we ask Allah to stop these things and to honor our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Many people are finding difficulty with this, like we should do. Living in the West, it's very difficult. What advice would you have, Sheikh?
This is something very near and dear to me as any Muslim, because we don't like anybody who's going to insult our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it's very difficult sometimes for us to restrain ourselves, because you're talking about a person who is more to us really
parents, our family,
than Jesus is to some of the Christians. And we don't worship Muhammad, but literally we, and I'm not joking when I say we practically worship the ground that he walked on, because we go to that area to do our tawaf. We go to the area where he walked to do sa'i between Safa and Marwa. So really, we worship the God that he worshipped, to the extent that the Prophet is so beloved to us.
We love the ground that he walked on.
Well, I'm not joking.
Yeah, absolutely.
We practically, so it's something that when anybody says anything about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is a good way to get in big trouble that you can't get out of with Muslims, because we have such respect, love, honor for him. At the same time, though, I have to caution myself and all of us as Muslims that we're not allowed to go beyond the boundaries of Islam.
Correct.
And as much as somebody would say this or that or draw a cartoon of him today, you have to remember that at the time he was alive, people did much worse than that. Well, he was in sajda. They put the entrails of a camel on his back. And when he got up from that, did he get up and go out with a sword and start chopping heads? No. And when people insulted it, one time, there was somebody who came and instead of, he said, Salam alaikum, to people to give peace, these people said, Salam alaikum, which is like a death of poison be on you. Something like this, And so his own wife got upset about that. So she started saying, and death on you, and the curse of Allah, and the curse. And he said, no, take it easy. Take it easy. Just say the same to you. That's
Yeah.
all. Just say, وَعَلَيْكَ.
And Allah accepts our dua and does not accept theirs. So when they say, Assalamu alaikum, or death be upon you, He only answered, and upon you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, the thing that I'm trying to get at now is that we are Muslims who are very much in love with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So much so that you notice we always say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, alayhi wassalatu wassalam, and because we know that this is something to do as Muslim, to say peace be upon him. But at the same time, you have to realize these people are ignorant. They do not know. They do not understand. For the most part, they are really ignorant of the facts. So let us at least consider that the Prophet ﷺ wouldn't react that way, and he didn't react that way. People were very vile to him, mistreated him and his companions in such a way that for 13 years they weren't even allowed to fight back, other than just normal self-defense. That was it, in 13 years. So how are we, we're not even giving these people a chance.
So what's
hold on a second.
That's the thing I'm going to say.
No,
what do
there's
you do
a but that goes with this. In the case of the one who knows, in the case of the one who's continually doing the same thing over and over, and they're taking advantage now of you, thinking, okay, you're just going to roll over and let me do that. No, I don't go along with that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We went up to Denmark, and we had a special program there, and then we televised it, and we brought all of these journalists and photographers and the picture drawers together. We fed them. We gave them a feast and a banquet, and we gave them scholars who came, Jamal Badawi, the sister Yvonne Ridley, and myself, and I think we had Imam Qasim was there. We had a lot of people there, and they were doing their best to explain kindly, gently, giving out free booklets, pamphlets, Qur'ans, whatever they would like to know, ask any questions. And when it was all over with, we said, okay, we did our best. As we were leaving, and I'm in the little trolley thing going out to the airport, right? I look at the newspaper, and there's a picture of me. And how do you think the picture of me looked? Like this. I'm thinking, I never made a face like that. How did they get such a face?
Have laugh.
No, what they did, they were taking pictures.
They take about 100 a second.
Yeah, 100 a second. And when I was playing with the children, and I was talking to them like this, and they got, and they put on there that here's a quote from them saying, we said that we came to kill all the Jews and Christians.
Oh my God.
The very thing we told them the Quran doesn't say that is not a teaching of Islam, and they said the opposite.
So what do you do now?
Wait a minute, I'm not done. The next picture, on the next page, there's 3 women totally covered up head to toe, and it says, and this is the oppression these Arabs are doing on these Muslim women, that kind of thing. They give it,
They're giving it the whole.
There were no women dressed